So here's a top view of both pair of shoes. The ones on the left are from Sneakers/Nike app. The ones on the right are from StockX. The box appears to be the same size. 1 second. Here we go. That's the Nike box. And this is the box from StockX. Next, we're going to look at the Jumpman. This is from Sneakers/Nike. This is from StockX. Looks pretty identical to me. Everything looks good so far. Now we're going to take a look at the tag. Take a look at that. You can stop it and pause it. This is the box from StockX. You can take a pause, stop it if you want. Oh, and by the way, you should notice that you can kind of see something in the background on the ones from Nike. And you can also see it on the box from StockX. So now we're going to get into the shoes from Sneakers app. I love it. It's the real deal. Now we're going to check out the ones from StockX. That's my receipt proof of purchase, as you guys already know. Check out the hologram. Zoom out a little bit. Come back. In fact, since they are my pair, here we go. Much better. There we go. We in there. Moving on. Alright, so now we're going to take a nice frontal look of the 13s I purchased from Nike and the ones I purchased from StockX. Feel free to stop and pause, make your own analysis, but everything so far appears to be very identical. It appears that the pair from StockX may be a little bit better with less glue stains in the front from what I see, but moving on. Your Jordan patch. These are the pair from Nike. This is the pair from StockX. Take a gander here. Make sure we're good there. All right, let's take a look at the tongues. So here are the tongues from the 13s I bought from Sneakers. And then here's the tongue from StockX. Of course, you see the tag. All right, so now we're going to take a look at the tongues. This is the pair from Nike. Make sure you pause that. Make sure you get all your codes and everything like that. Get the focus. Make sure I show you the code for both of them, even though they came from Nike. Sometimes when you wear a size 13 or 14, a lot of flaws tend to be on your pair, and there's really nothing you can do about it because you either order them or most shoe stores like Foot Locker, Champs, etc. only carries about one pair of size 14s per major release. So now we're going to go and look at the shoes from StockX. Alright, here are the shoes from StockX. Make sure you take down all your codes. Everything appears to look right on time. Go and take a look at the other shoe. Because Jumpman Bostic voice, we do not do fakes around here. I repeat, we do not do fakes around here. So the pair from StockX, it appears the production date was from October 2nd of last year to January 14th of this year. Now let's check back with the ones from Nike. production date was November 6th of last year till February 29th of this year. So clearly, a lot of these were coming. This pair is from Nike. Appears they're slightly off up in here. I don't know if it's because someone got happy with the right shoe and forgot about the left shoe, but the 3M is popping. The blue appears to be closer to like a, I don't know, it's like a light navy blue versus the blue that we had back in 2010, which I probably would consider more of a French blue, but I'll leave that up to you guys to have that pointless debate. The craftsmanship on the right shoe appears to be a little bit better than the one on the left. This is the risk you take when you buy your shoes from Nike and you can't go and try them on and make sure that what you're getting is, you know, good money. So now we're going to go over to the stockx pair. So now we're going to the stockx pair. 3M is popping. Blue looks good. In fact, the inside blue in 3M looks better on the stockx pair than it does on the Nike pair. Heavens to Megatroid. Again, I said the blue is more like a light midnight. It's quite odd. I definitely did not expect the craftsmanship from my pair from stockx to be better than the craftsmanship directly from Nike. That is definitely a shocker. This is all first glance. Like, as I'm doing this, this is also my first time seeing both pairs. But like I said, there seems to be better craftsmanship with the earlier pairs, which this one was from October of last year to January. The pair from Nike were manufactured between November and February. So if you ask me, the pair from stockx is actually winning, but not by much. So we're looking at the left shoe for each pair. This is the sneakers app pair. These weren't laced as tightly as the ones from stockx, which you will see shortly. Craftsmanship looks pretty good coming towards the inside. 3M is popping. No major glue stains. I'll try to get as close as I can. You know, I can deal with this type of, you know, result versus a lot of the glue stains that I received on shoes like the altitudes from like 2011 or 2010. So the shape, I want to say this shape is a lot closer to the OGs. I say between 98 and 05. So they're being pretty consistent there as best as possible. But I digress. So now we're going to go over to the stockx pair and look at their left shoe. Looks like the same shape to me. The same pattern of 3M. Let's take a look at the craftsmanship around the midsole. Seems like everything connected perfectly without any additional glue stains. I do see a little mark on the carbon fiber. That's to be expected because I wear a size 14. The Nike app has maybe some stuff too. Not sure if it's wipeable because, like I said, as I'm doing this vid, this is also my first time seeing both pair of shoes in person. So now back to the craftsmanship. 3M is popping. That, I think that was what was missing from the 2010 pair. I don't think they had the 3M. The ones I fell in love with were the 2005 pair. The craftsmanship on the left shoe appears to be impeccable. I mean, zero glue stains. Everything is together, you know. Carbon fiber shank looks good on this pair. So it appears the Nike app pair has a better right shoe than left shoe. I know, it seems weird. Now we're gonna go to the stockx pair. Craftsmanship, 3M is popping. Minimum glue stains. The Nike app appears to be beating stockx on this right shoe. I know that's weird, but up in here, I don't know if the mold kind of came off a little bit, but you know, practice makes perfect, right? But other than that, everything looks good to me. Let's see what that is. Every now and then you get a little bit of trash on your pair. I do think people try on our shoes before they ship them out to us. That may be just my paranoia, but now this is a view that Alonzo Mourning and Patrick Ewing probably saw a lot when Michael Jordan was in the league. Funny as hell. This is the pair from sneakers. You got your herringbone traction, as they say, carbon fiber shank, light blue glow on the Jumpman logo. Okay. I do expect some flaws on the carbon fiber shank. I've just seen it so much throughout my lifetime of buying Air Jordan 13s. Like, I've even had a pair come almost pre-scuffed on the carbon fiber shank. Nothing I could do because that was the last pair of size 13, so I had to eat that one. But in any event, this is the pair from Sneakers app. And let's go over to the stockx pair. Herringbone traction. Let's make sure this lines up good. Okay. Carbon fiber shank. It appears that stockx pair has the better carbon fiber shank. Now there is a little scuff right there, but let me see if I can remove it. 1 second. And fail. So that is just an L that I gotta take on that portion. That little white piece right there. Nothing I can do about that. So that is something from the factory that probably shouldn't have made it past grade, but I'm sure that they was like, all the hell with it. Let's see what we can catch. All right, this is the carbon fiber shank design on the stockx pair. Let's go over here to the Sneakers app pair. Everything seems to look good to me, y'all. I mean, besides the obvious potential, you know, flaws in the carbon fiber shank that I really do expect after my years of buying shoes. It's something about the bigger the shoe, the more flaws that you're gonna find. So now we're at the top view. This is the Nike app pair. This is the stockx pair. I'm telling you, man, everything is looking good. You know, those flaws that I had talked about earlier, those are quite minimum. It's just kind of irritating to, you know, see. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loosen each pair up, and we're gonna look at the tongues, see if there's anything you might want to look out for, and then we'll go forward. Man, I tell you, YouTube makes this look so fun to do, but this is not fun having to, you know, check shoes for, you know, for certain things, for, you know, for certain red flags. This is not fun. But anyway, this is the Sneakers app pair. That's the shoehorn. That's how your shoehorn should look. They probably can duplicate this, but I highly doubt it. I have not seen these shoe horns be duplicated at this size. There you go. Everything appears to be A1. Let's go to the stockx pair. Everything looks A damn one to me. Now, as far as the tongues, all the same size, all the way across. It's almost to the point where maybe we just need to end this video. Now, I have to agree with Jumpman, Bostic, and a few other people that have already did a comparison to the 2020 version versus the OGs, whether it be in the 90s or in 05 or in 2010. I am quite taken aback by the size of these shoelaces. I don't remember them being as thin growing up, but I did notice how thin they were with the Atmosphere Gray 13s. They actually kind of make them a little bit easier to tie up. Now, this is just how the shoelaces look with my foot not in them, so that's gonna be a totally different story. I'm thinking these are probably 72-inch laces. So if you ever need to get some new shoelaces for your Air Jordan 13s, your 11s, your 1s, whichever pair, make sure you try to get between 64 and 72 inches, man, because you just don't know. You may need to tie them a little bit tighter. I'm not hooping in these, so they're not gonna be too tight, but just tight enough to where, they're not gonna crease as bad. This toe box has been designed to prevent creasing on these particular pair on the Flints. That was the sneakers. Now we're gonna look at stockx. Pretty decent. See that right there? Old lady ass. See that? Old lady. Now let's look at the Nike pair. Blanche. Rose. Inside of the Nike app pair, you got your light blue, Carolina blue, baby blue Jumpman. It appears the insoles might be dark blue, but I will verify that shortly. So I stand corrected. The insole is not dark blue. It's actually black. It's just how it's appearing on camera. But the insole is black. Appears to be the same blue. Now we're gonna line them all up, starting with the left shoe of the sneakers pair. Left foot, right foot. This is the stockx pair. Left foot, right foot. I always like this part of the 13s. It's just so plush. Like certain ones, they weren't as plush, but I think the Dirty Breads probably had the least amount of plushness on the ankle collar. I could be wrong, but I will let you guys know in another video when I break out every single Air Jordan 13 that I own. All right, everything looks good to me, man. A lot of 3M action, which I'm very much loving. Laces look good, tongue looks good, colors match up, even though these were manufactured back in November, well, between November and February, and these were manufactured between, I think, October and January. Let's make sure we get this right. Yes, between October and January. I can safely conclude that the better pair is probably the stockx pair. But overall, I got the holograms on both of them. Everything looks good. So now we're going to turn on some real lights, and I'm just going to shove them in your face, and I'm going to wrap this video up. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If not, hey, I totally understand. It just gave me a reason to show off the fact that I was able to get not only one pair, but two pair. It's been a long time coming, man. Long time coming. These are my Nip Hustle 13s. If you have not had a chance to check out how I customize the atmosphere gray 13s into what you see here, go check that out when you have about 10 minutes to spare after this. This is one of many holy grails that I've been able to finally knock off my list. I heard the cool gray 11s are going to come out at the end of the year. I'll believe it when I see it. That's another holy grail that we all should have. Anyway, stay safe, you guys. Stay dangerous. Peace. Sneaker YouTubers be like,
The almighty Wolf Soul Kicks invasion continues.